And that is right. The champ is here. So, with hustle, loyalty, and respect, you get this video shared, always with word life. Never give up, never back down. Tell all of your friends, spread the word, get your voice heard and tell everyone you know. Otherwise, I hit you the AA, the Attitude Adjustment, here on the People's WB channel with Champ Rock. Smash that bell and turn every single one of my notifications on. Get those comments below right now, and you can be a champ like me. That's right, the hardcore champ is here in the house. So, you get every single one of my other videos, and for those two shout outs, you like and subscribe. It is that simple. Like and subscribe to get two massive champ like, gold like shout outs. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at RickTheRockPay30 and me on Facebook at RichardJP. Be a champ like me. Go and view and like both my Facebook pages, WWA World Wrestling Alliance and the Evolved People's WWE page, Team Bring It. Do that right now. Pause this video and come back to it. And again, for those two shout outs you'd like and subscribe, like and subscribe right now for two shout outs from the man, from the champ, from the great one, the priceless one, the electrifying one. Because it is very, very important you share this video and let the whole world know. In every single wrestling group you can share it. Get it shared right now. And thank you to everybody that have viewed all my other videos. But we are rocking and rolling, getting closer to WrestleMania. We are less than 3 weeks. We are just 19 days away from me defending the hardcore title against the so-called legend, hardcore legend, Mick Foley. But this is time once again, and this is the Champ Rock reads the Rocksons Part 2. So I will start off with, say who's in the story, and we have The Rock as Bart Simpson, Ryback as Homer, Caitlyn as Marge Simpson, Trish Stratus as Lisa Simpson, Randy Savage, ooh yeah, who did it, as Ned Flanders, Seth Rollins as Mr. Burns, Dean Ambrose as Waylon Smithers, Roman Reigns as Millhouse, Brock Lesnar as Nelson Muntz, Paul Heyman as Groundkeeper Willie, and Vicky Guerrero as Edna Crab Apple. So you like and subscribe. I say like and subscribe as I'm doing this. Just hold on 1 second from the champ. 1 small second. And while I'm doing this, you like and you subscribe. Just 1 second. I will be back very, very shortly. You like and subscribe because I will be back in merely seconds. Yeah! Wonderful! And that is right. I just ate my green beans. And Brother Nero, I knew you'd come. Yeah! So you will subscribe and like, or I will delete you. Yeah! But I believe that this is a story. This is a narrative. So you subscribe and like while I'm doing this. While I'll take you to the dome of deletion, the lake of reincarnation, and Theo Benjamin. Prepare the battlefield for Massacre. So, I'll read this narrative right now. The Rocksons Part 2. The Honor. Because I am Big Money Matt. And on this channel, big things happen. It will be delightful, yes. So it was Halloween at Empire State Elementary School. Bart Rockson was sat with his friends Corky Romano, Billy Owens, Harley Davidson and Riddick. And did you notice they're all film starring wrestlers? They were sat in Mrs. Crabapple's class dressed as turtles out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. And today's class was about the Secret Agent Club. Excuse me. Wonderful broadcast. Hello, I'm Mrs. Crabapple, and today you will learn how to spy hard. Does anyone know the rules of the Secret Agent Club? Said Mrs. Crabapple. Lisa Roxon put her hand up, yes. Yes, Lisa, said Mrs. Crabapple. The rules are pain and gain. And to be fearless, said Lisa. No all swat, said Nelson Muntz. Hey jabroni, don't say that about my sister, said Bart Roxon. Why, what are you gonna do, said Nelson. Well, Nelson, I challenge you to a no-holds-barred main event on the battleground behind the school on the 25th hour, and I'm gonna whoop your candy ass, said Bart. Nelson then stood up, walked over to Bart, picked him up and F5'd him through a table. The battleground was behind the field. It was full of sand sharks and swamp zombies, and it's a place where no one lives. Nelson Muntz is a school bully. He's a part of the Devil's Rejects that enjoys bending the rules, causing major pain and giving people a hard time. Bart picked himself up, walked out of class and down the corridor where we saw groundskeeper Willie. Hey Bart, where are you going? Said groundskeeper Willie. I'm going to the battleground to beat down the problem child Pecker, Nelson and his wise guys, said Bart. Really? Well, remember, my name is Groundskeeper Willie, and I am the advocate for the beast Nelson Muntz, said Groundskeeper Willie. I don't care. I'm going to be like the scarecrow gone wild, take my fist of rage and lay the smack down on him, said Bart. But then what onto the battleground where Nelson was already waiting. You ready to rumble, jabroni? Said Bart. You want some? Come get some. The champ is here, said Nelson. Yeah. You obsolete mule! Wonderful! Okay, then this is a no contest. I'm gonna whoop you and the Muppets in space. This is a payback for what you did earlier, said Bart. One of Nelson's friends then picked up a piece of driftwood and swung at Bart. But Bart ducked and with his strength of Hercules snapped the driftwood in half and rock-bottomed Nelson's friend. Nelson then picked up what he was thought the ultimate weapon, a sledgehammer. He stalked Bart like a predator. Bart then turned round, yes, Woken. And Nelson hit him in the ribs with a sledgehammer. Bart recoiled. Rock bottom Nelson dropped the people's elbow on him, picked him up and threw him into the mouth of a two-headed shark. So I guess you could say, you could call it a two-headed shark attack. Bart then decided to take the fast lane home up Paradise Alley. On his way home, it started to thunder in paradise. So Bart ran home past the Hood of Horror. On his way, once on his street, he saw his next door neighbour, the Macho Man, Ned Flanders. Hey Ned, what are you doing? Said Bart, and practicing the elbow drop. Ooh, yeah, dig it, said Ned. Bart then went into his house. Hey Mum, said Bart. What happened to you? Said Marge Rockson. That Rudy Poo candy ass F5'd me, said Bart. Is he half past dead too, or DOA, dead or alive? Said Marge. He's dead, 'cause that's a way of war, and I was born to fight, said Bart. Your ribs look sore. Do you want some satisfaction on them? Said Marge. No, it's fine. I'm the Punisher, and that's what I am, said Bart. Okay, look, I've got you a new dog, said Marge. Mum, can I keep her? Said Bart. Of course you can, said Marge. Where's Dad? Said Bart. He's at work, said Marge. Homer Rockson works in the X-Men power plant. His job is to buy and sell nuclear power to other companies. The power plant is owned by the head of state, Mr. Burns, and his right-hand man, the lunatic fringe, Waylon Smithers. Sat in their office, Mr. Burns knew he was the future of nuclear power. He made the call on the ringer to Homer. Come to my office, said Mr. Burns. Homer then went to the office. Yeah. Yes, sir, said Homer. We need you to take the package to another power plant, said Smithers. Feed me more, said Homer. Okay, calm down. Now go, said Mr. Burns. Elsewhere, Bart was at Millhouse's. They were playing Monster Brawl on Xbox in Millhouse's Xbox. Millhouse was the water boy at school, where he was also the wrestler, and all the school's wrestling team. All of a sudden, Bart got a call on his phone. Jingle all the way was the ringtone, and it was his mum. Bart answered the phone. Bart, your daddy's trouble. He took the package to some ruthless people, and now he's in a shoot 'em up with them, said Marge. Okay, Mum, I will help. Just bring it, said Bart. Bart put the phone down. Hey, Millhouse, my dad is in trouble, said Bart. Yes, I'll help do you want to help? Said Bart. Yes, I will help. We could be like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Believe that, said Milhouse. Okay, but there's going to be no sports movie. Once we've finished, there will be Blood Moon, said Bart. Bart and Milhouse then got on their bikes and Roadhouse on the journey to find Bart's dad. They found Homer. He was in deep trouble. Mr. Goons, Troy, the man with the iron fists, and Conan the Destroyer. Together, they were known as the Bad Pack. Were beating up Homer. Before Homer was a dead man down, Bart and Milhouse ran over the top to save Homer. Milhouse did the Superman punch. And then the spear on Conan. Bart clotheslined Troy, which turned him inside out. Wonderful. But that didn't keep Troy down. So Bart rock bottomed Troy and dropped the people's elbow on him. Wonderful. Troy still didn't stay down, so Bart did a second people's elbow on him. Milhouse was still fighting Conan. Bart hit the spinebuster on Conan, and then with a tactical force, dropped the people's elbow on him. Bart then helped his dad up. Homer was covered in accursed blood, but he was okay. It was now the reunion of Bart, Homer and Milhouse. So now, all the Rockson family and the grown-ups too smelled what the Rock is cooking. And that was a narrative, a story from the Broken One. Now, like and subscribe. I said like and subscribe. Now, I'll go and delete the show on Tuesday nights. The live show that needs a smackdown. Until then, if you smell what Broken Rock is cooking.